What's up guys, Alex and Olena here, and today we are going to show you the process of traveling from Houston to beautiful Brasov in Romania. Alright, what's up guys, Alex and Olena here. We're off on our next big trip, international trip. It's been a couple of months since we've gone anywhere and we're super excited. I'll let Olena talk about where we're headed to.
So today we're going to Romania and we're flying from Houston to Amsterdam, 9 hours flight, and then we're flying to Bucharest, it's 2 hours flight from Amsterdam. And then on the same day we need to catch the train into the Brasov. It's going to be 2 hours ride, and the Brasov, it's a cool medieval looking town in Transylvania.
We want to show you the process of flying from here to Brasov in Romania. We're taking KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines. We've never taken them before. You have, right?
Yeah, I have. It was good. I don't know, I never had a problem with any airlines in my life, to be honest.
Okay, well, I think it's good for people to know what each airline is like. So
yeah, how's food, how's plane, and what's they showing on the plane.
Yeah, and then the process of, we have a 1.5 hour transit in Amsterdam. So we'll show you that airport if we can, or the process to, you know, what the immigration is like when we go through, or if it's just an easy transition. And then we'll show you the process also when we arrive in Romania, how it is at immigration when we get off. So we'll show you the whole process. It's going to be pretty cool. We're excited to go on this trip. What about you?
I'm so excited.
All right. We'll see you at the airport. Yeah, on the way to the airport on our lift. And I think from here to the Houston airport from downtown it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to get there. But we're all packed up, but we're still worried that we forgot something.
Yeah, we will see.
We'll see. Yeah, alright. See you here at the airport. Our flights both to Romania and back to Houston are with Royal Dutch Airlines, otherwise known as KLM. Check-in and departure gate was out of Terminal D of the George Bush International Airport. Terminal D now has pre-TSA check at security, which they did not have on my last flight out of this terminal a few years ago. So we made it.
There's 2 more hours to our boarding, so we're gonna go to eat.
Yeah, so we're in Terminal D, and what a lot of people don't realize is that Terminal D connects all the gates here at the Houston airport. They all connect to one another, so you can get access any of the other terminals. Even though you check in from one terminal, you can walk to another one.
To see.
Yeah, so we're walking over to see so we can go to Landry's and get some food with my priority pass. The great thing about IAH Airport is that once you're past security, you have the ability to move from terminal to terminal freely without undergoing any additional screening. Just finished eating our lunch over at Landry's. We're headed back to the Terminal D, and over there there's two different terminals. Yeah, Terminal D. There's 2 different ones that we can get into. One of them is the KLM lounge, which is closed right now. I just looked, it's closed. And then there's the Air France one. So once we get over there, we'll show you what it's like inside. The Air France lounge allows access to priority pass members, and for the most part was excellent, with a large variety of both hot and cold foods as well as plenty of beverage options. There was even a makeshift bar area at one end if you feel like having some alcohol. The one downside was that seating was very limited and the lounge was so full that there were very few open seats. The gate was chaotic to say the least. KLM did not do a great job maintaining order during the process, and as a result, everyone was basically bum rushing the boarding area.
Flight 639 to Paris is paging for the following passengers: Jency Stephen Elias,
We did like the face recognition technology they used prior to boarding though. Thank you. The airplane, to be honest, was pretty dated. Screens were old school and were controlled using a retractable joystick from the armrest. Come on, this is 2023, not 1995. There were no outlets that we could find for charging outside of the USB plug on the screen, which was basically useless since its power output is so small.
I'm strong enough, I'll rise above, it's all gonna be okay. If I can be anything, I think I'm gonna be me. I know I gotta be me. Nowhere else I wanna go, no one else I'd rather be.
We flew economy class, so it's not like we were expecting too much. But when you fly on any of the Asian airlines like Singapore Airlines or Ava Air, it's almost like night and day. We will, however, say that the service crew were extremely friendly and helpful.
Just trying to navigate. Oh, I keep on believing I'm gonna find my way with every day.
Meal service was pretty average. They had your usual selection of complimentary drinks, and from what I could tell, only had wine when it came to alcohol.
If I can be anything, I think I'm gonna be.
For our meals, you could choose between two options, protein or vegetarian. For dinner and breakfast, they ran out of the protein option both times, which is super disappointing. I'm not really going to go into it, but their excuse made absolutely no sense.
I think I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. I think I'm gonna be me. I know I gotta be me.
Once we arrived at the Amsterdam Schiphol airport for our transit, we found our assigned gate for our next flight on the flight information screens and followed the clearly marked signs over to our next gate. The process was about as easy as it could be. No additional security checks were required, despite switching terminals. Just arrived at the Amsterdam Schiphol. How do you pronounce it?
I think it's Schiphol.
Huh?
I think, but I could be wrong. I always think that it's Schiphol.
Schiphol. We have an hour and a half layover, and I was kind of worried because I wasn't sure how the gates were going to be, how close our next flight was going to be. But it turns out it was like a 10-minute walk to our gate. We landed in E, or do we land in D?
I think
No, it was E. We landed in E, and we're in D. And it literally took us like 10 minutes to walk over here. No security checks, no nothing. You don't have to.
Nice. You just walk straight to another terminal. It's not even far, maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean they may do a security check when we board the plane. I don't know, but you don't have to go through some like crazy security thing again. The flight itself, KLM, it's nothing compared to the Asian airlines as always.
It's still not bad.
Yeah, I'm
Just,
pickier. I'm
yeah.
picky. I do honest reviews.
Okay.
I don't say everything's good.
Yeah, I got you.
What do you think about your friends behind us?
Also, there was people with the most disgusting child what was screaming, and I asked lady that her kid stopped kicking my seat, and she kind of ignored me. So then I was bitching at them all flight, and they right there. So we're flying in them to Romania too. So I think I'm gonna keep bitching.
We're gonna catch our next flight. It's gonna go from here to Amsterdam to Bucharest. And then we'll catch our train. Hope so far so good. Let's just hope the next section's good as well. For our next flight from Amsterdam to Bucharest, The airplane was much newer, but the meal, again, was average. We have arrived in Bucharest now.
Yeah, everything on time. We're not really late, right?
Yeah, we were about 15 minutes late.
Yeah, but it's not bad. We're gonna pick up our luggage.
Now we're gonna
right?
catch a boat, which is their equivalent of our Uber. From here to the train station, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes. That's what it said.
This will be kind of an adventure. We'll be kind of cutting it close because we only have like an hour and 15 minutes is what we have before our train leaves. So hopefully we catch it. I'm tired. I'm sleepy.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, let's just get. Hopefully we get there. We'll see you in Brasov. Hopefully, well, actually at the train station. Once we arrived in Bucharest, we went through immigration with no issues and proceeded to collect our check-in bag. Bolt and Uber are the two rideshare companies that operate in Romania and are extremely cost-effective. The meet spot at the airport was confusing, but we learned through trial and error that it is located at the outdoor parking area directly in front of and on the same level as the arrival hall. The North Railway Station is the main and largest station not only in Bucharest but all of Romania. It was built in the 18th century and bears Romanesque architecture. So we successfully made it to the train station.
It was not bad. It was about 30 minutes. So that's amount of time what you need to expect.
Yeah, it's pretty warm here. Way hotter than you would expect Romania to be at this time of year.
Yeah, but it's still not as hot like in Houston.
But yeah, nothing compared to Houston. So now we're gonna catch our train. We found out I just showed the thing, it's leaving from platform. Oh, we don't even know, the platform isn't listed yet. So we'll have to wait till it pops up. You can find all the amenities you need within the station, including convenience items, food, souvenirs, and more. Train tickets can be purchased at the station or ahead of time online. We suggest doing so online to avoid any issues with language barriers. Trains can get full, so it's also best to book a day or two in advance to be safe. So there are different classes of train seats, and I opted for the slightly more expensive Class 1 tickets. But to be honest, I couldn't tell any difference between classes. The train itself was quite old but comfortable. The weather for this time of year has been abnormally warm, and we definitely felt it on the train as there was no air conditioning. Finally made it. Finally made it, honey.
Yeah, we're in Brasov now.
Let him go by.
Be careful, there is a terminal.
Oh. Yeah.
We're in Brasov now. It's only 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from Airbnb.
Yep. One last step is to catch another Bolt ride over to our Airbnb. And we have finally ended our journey.
Yeah, there's some crazy ferry wheel right there, abandoned or something.
Oh yeah. Finally, the last bit of our journey was to catch a Bolt ride to our Airbnb in the center of town. As always, thanks for watching our video. If you found it to be helpful, be sure to hit that like button down below and please consider subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for our next video as we explore Brasov and its surroundings.